he'll be on the play. Okay, we got Duress, Ravenous Rats, Crack Rats. I guess we're just gonna have to take it. I don't really like Duressing on turn 1, but I mean, if he's gonna be playing Wild Growth, Utopia Sprawl, it might be good to get in there and take one of those cards. Duress is gonna take Frantic Search and be happy to do so. Man, he's got a lot of gas. See how he did with Coiling Oracle. He revealed Wild Growth. That's pretty good for us. I guess he can just cast it, but it's still a card out of his hand. So his hand is Snap, Cloud of Fairies, and a card we don't know. Really need the third land here. I mean, we've been keeping these iffy ones all day, and it's really stabbed us in the back. I got the other Frantic Search. It's odd. I don't know why he wouldn't try to go off with that. I guess he just knew that he would rip Deep Analysis right off the top. Like, don't worry, I'm just gonna draw Deep Analysis, so you don't need to worry about me. Oh, and by the way, you're not gonna draw anything, so. Oh, and you're gonna cycle and miss. I guess I should have attacked first, but Wrench Mine can actually be pretty good at stalling him, because he doesn't have any artifacts. But boy, we really missed this one, because he's gonna have Deep Analysis, Compulsive Research, Cloud of Fairies, Snap, all that stuff is available to him on this turn. I don't know, not hitting as many drops as I used to. Maybe I'll cut that Bone Splitter for another land, maybe a cycling land. Man, discarding Deep Analysis too. That's pretty good. And Fertile Ground will give him the red he needs to actually kill me with a Grape Shot. And that's another disappointing card. Let me get in first. Question is, I know he has Cloud of Fairies. He did discard the Snap. Yeah, there's nothing better than wrenching his mind here. Like, he will get the Deep Analysis cards, but he's going to get those anyway. We're at least going to make him use them if he wants to get anywhere. Plus, he takes 3 for using the Deep Analysis, and that helps us. Definitely looking forward to that third land, which I assume is in the deck somewhere. Oh, he does have bounce lands. Okay, cool. And Frantic Search. I think it's funny, he's gonna probably bounce all my permanents here, but I only have 3. I'm not hitting drops anyways, dude. Could probably hold off. I guess he could conceivably Grape Shot me for a bunch if he drew a Grape Shot. This game has gone all kinds of wrong. And yet, if we draw a third land, especially a mountain, I feel like I have enough just bulk discard to be in it. Hopefully he doesn't play like a Muldrifter here, or a Temporal Storm on my whole board. I think I'm getting Temporal Storm. Oh, Mnemonic Wall, that's even worse. Because he's targeting Grape Shot. Maybe I'm getting either Grape Shotted here or next turn. Mnemonic Wall is also very hard to do anything about. I guess I do have the Doomblade in my hand. Well, I think at this point I'm totally defensive. I'm gonna try to sneak a point by him if he thinks I might have something. If I hadn't played a land first, he might have gone for it. So my plan now is to Doomblade the Mnemonic Wall when he tries to bounce it, so that he can't get me, and then go after him with like the Crack Rats and stuff. But ain't looking pretty. He's had many turns of our inactivity to fuel up on cards. Well, there goes that plan. I guess I can still Doomblade whichever one he bounces, but man. And he rebought the Frantic Search, which is going to give him more cards. And more mana. Definitely not great for the home team. If he doesn't go off this turn, I can go after him with Lightning, and hopefully he won't be able to keep it together. Coiling Oracle is fine, especially if it's a land. Hit a land. There we go. His hand size is so low, and one of his cards is Grape Shot. So I haven't seen his deck do a whole lot. Like the familiar one plays the familiars where he's playing like the wild growths, and instead of just one land, they make all of your spells cheap, crazy cheap. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of options here. I'm pretty sure we still want to just go for the Blightning. The 3 damage is actually going to be relevant here too. I guess we'll attack first. There's a chance he might let it through if he thinks I have a hold. No, well, worth a shot. We're not, I mean, he's not going to... Hopefully this blows him out. One of his cards is Grape Shot. And that's the only card he has left in his hand. Because he discarded 2 hump things. He has no flashback cards. I think we're actually in pretty good shape. Somehow. He would have to draw like a snap, or even worse would be like a 4C. Because I pretty much guarantee that he's going off. But he's going to lose a card from his hand every turn he doesn't go off. So, because we've got Spectre and... Uh-oh, this isn't good. Oh, he's cycling fairies. Doesn't mean anything yet. Coiling Oracle. Come on, whiff, Coiling Oracle. Give me a land. Compulsive Research. Coiling Oracle, you jerk. Hopefully I don't get Grape Shotted for too much here. Oh, Deep Analysis. No. That's so good. Ooh, now I have Duress and Spectre. So I'm definitely going to Duress him first, in case his other card is a non-land. I'll take the Grape Shot, and then I guess I should leave the rats back to block, because he could conceivably come at me next turn. Man, it's starting to get to where, like, I know he has Grape Shot. I don't want to make it too easy for him to get out of it. But he's basically playing off the top and that Deep Analysis. And the Deep Analysis is actually going to take him to 6. So, I like my chances if he doesn't draw too much gas right here. Kind of hard to ask. I've given him a lot of turns. Frantic Search. He will lose 2 of those 4 cards, but probably just land. Snow-covered island. Interesting. I mean, he might have enough Coiling Oracles to just get there with, like, if he were to bounce all my permanents right now, I would take a substantial amount of damage off the Coiling Oracles. He is tapping a lot of mana. I am scared. Like 10 mana? What costs 10 mana? Not liking this at all. Hurricane for 10. He's floating for something. Okay, Temporal Fissure. Oh, and then he's going to replay all of his oracles. That's pretty cool. He put a lot of cards in his hand. I don't know why. Like, he might just want to bounce my lands and hope he gets lucky. He's gonna bounce my mountain and his oracles. And he can replay all, or he can replay both. Well, let's hope he hits land. Yes! Hit land. Actually not that good, because it still puts a card in his hand to blunt my... Oh, another land!